All right, guys. So, I know we're sticking with the Achilles for a while, but I want you guys to really get comfortable with it. And I feel the Achilles is like the entry to leg locks, because you can do Achilles at like a lower belt level. And it's a very dangerous submission. People say Achilles is just pain. If they tell you Achilles is just pain, they're a moron. Quit their school and send them hate letters because they're stupid and they want you to get your shin broken in half. Okay? Achilles is not just pain. I've seen people's legs snapped in half. Well, the great Gordon Ryan, I actually am the only person to have broken something on Gordon Ryan, and I broke his tibia, or I think so. And I would like to say I'm not proud of it because he's only like 17, but I think a part of me is happy because he's so great, and I'm the one who actually broke something on him. But he tried to just tough it out and not tap, and then he was like limping. Like 2 days later, he came back and he had a cast on his leg. And I was like, bro, you didn't tap. He's like, well, I told Achilles was just pain. You broke my leg, bro. So, hey, man, you got to be careful with it. What I do want to touch upon is you could go for the Achilles belly down as well. So, if you can't get your foot to the hip, come back here. Let's say you're in the ashi position, right? And you're digging for the heel, and your partner's really tucking that. So like curl it behind me. And you can't reach, you can't get the heel. A good way to get the Achilles, okay? And a good way to get the heel as well is to come to your knees. Now, when I come to my knees, I want to make sure my knees stay pinched and he doesn't clear his knee line. All right? I start coming to my knees from this position. As I do, I hug. All right? As I fall back, even if he has the heel tucked, I have the Achilles, and I have my arm through for the Achilles. Okay? Let's say he's just too far up towards me, he's coming up, and I can't get my foot to the heel, okay? The belly down Achilles, I'm gonna literally come all the way to my stomach. This way, you can literally come with one hand, and I start looking over my head, and I have it, okay? This really, really works. Also, it works when sometimes people, they try to like spin out, right? So in this position, we try to spin the other way, and he keeps spinning. So I have the Achilles. I have it right here. One hand, I have it. All right? So just keep that in mind. You can get that when the leg isn't on the hip and you go belly down, you're going to get it. When people are trying to spin out, you could also get it. Like I said, I believe the short Achilles for most people, get back down, is going to be a little bit more effective when I have it in here and I catch. But don't get so short to where your partner's leg just completely turns like this. We don't want that to happen. And that does happen with the short Achilles. So I got to make sure I got to bring this through. And what I want to think about doing, this is very important. If I just go for the Achilles now, my partner's leg comes up like this, I don't have it. Bring your wrist all the way through and block your partner. All right, when I block my partner, this stays on their Achilles right here. The blade is on their Achilles. So I'll still have that grip to get the break, or from here to get the break, okay, as long as it stays with it. And especially if I'm here, when I block, I can even come through here, boom, I have it. It's very, very, very tight, okay? Keep that in mind. If my partner starts, so what is the defense for the Achilles? To put the boot on. All right, so straighten your leg, put that boot on. When he puts that boot on and he straightens his leg to defend the Achilles, you know what he's giving me right now? He's giving me the outside heel hook. So all I'm gonna do from here, since I'm especially on my elbow already when I'm going for it, is I'm just gonna lift and pull my wrist right underneath my partner's heel. All right, so now, look, toes in the armpit, wrist to the heel. I have the position to get the break. I'm gonna come wrist to wrist in my partner. I have this here. I'm gonna curl. I'm gonna look over, and I'm gonna get it. What I'm gonna do right now in the next one, just gonna break and come back. So I'm gonna show you the dynamics of finishing a basic outside heel hook. I like to do it a certain way, and I think it's very effective. It can work at a lower level all the way to a higher level, okay?